Hey y'all, it's your girl Dr. CLJ. Listen, I want to drop this nugget of truth on you today in reflection of how we handle exits and entrances. So often when people enter into our life, we have absolutely no idea how the relationship dynamic is going to play out. And so oftentimes when we find ourselves in a season of disconnect or a season where we claim that God has told us to disconnect, when we speak of the past, we often speak of the past with such a negative connotation, and we act as if the past or previous relationships never were a blessing to our lives and never contributed to our growth. And this absolutely could be the farthest from the truth, because we all know that no one in their right minds remains in a place for years at a time that is abusive, that is quotacious, that is all of these negative things. You and I both know that throughout the experience of this human lifespan, we realize that there are people, places, and things that we truly wish we had never met. I can tell you straight up, I truly wish that there are some people that never crossed my path. I truly wish that there were some people that I never helped. I truly wish that there were some people that I never had anything to do with. And the truth of the matter is, I had to come to a place of maturity and realizing that I'm sure Jesus, when he walked this planet, that there were some people that he would rather not have dealt with, and he would rather not have been betrayed by a Judas. He would rather not have given the best of him to people that would turn around and classify him or betray him or portray him as the worst. I am sure Jesus had every excuse in the world to give the world his behind to kiss. But when we are truly ascending into the ranks of Christ consciousness, and when we are truly intentionally seeking healing and reparations to our soul, then we get to a place where we mature and we take accountability for the parts that we played in relationships. And we also begin to do the inner work, the internal work of healing, deliverance. And we learn that oftentimes in relationships, we have been the person that has self-sabotage. Sometimes we don't give people an opportunity to bring repair or to bring resolve. And so we run like fugitives, like riding off into the sunset, thinking that the next place is going to be the best place. But I want to tell all of you on this broadcast tonight that there's a place in God called divine reset, and that reset entails being able to revisit traumatic cycles and do the work that is necessary to bring them to. I really want you to do the work to examine self and bring yourself to a place of understanding that each and every situation, each and every encounter, each and every interaction did not require a reaction, but it required an activation. Some people come into your life and your world for a short time or a season simply to trigger or activate a version of you that you did not yet acquaint yourself with. So there are higher versions of you that are calling out to you on the other side, that are beckoning you, summoning you to come up to a higher place. And so oftentimes the pain, betrayal, anything that we consider to be negative are the active ingredients that triggers us to do the work. I want to encourage each and every one of you from a therapeutic or therapist perspective to seek therapy, to do your work, to stop blaming everybody else about the situations that you face, and begin to examine your patterns, begin to examine your pathology, begin to examine your mindset, because truthfully, everybody that's out there crying wolf and crying all these wolf tickets and crying all these crocodile tears, you will find often that these people are the biggest narcissists. You will find that these people cannot have successful relationships to save their life. You will find behind them a whole trail of desecrated relationships, people that God sent into these individuals' life to be a blessing, to help them along their journey that they messed up with. And so I want to also say this to those of you who love people hard, and those of you who embrace and hear all these sad stories that people tell. I want you to have discernment in this season, because not everybody that comes to you singing a sad song or crying a bad tune is telling the truth. Truth is relative to one's perspective, and oftentimes the lens by which we view a thing is not always correct. It takes the Spirit of God to weigh. The Bible says he that is spiritual judges, weighs all things. And I want to say this to those of you that go hard for those that you love. It's okay to go hard for those that you love, but realize that even those that you love can be wrong too. And it truly takes the wisdom of God to discern that, to say, hey bro, hey sis, I know I love you, but this is an area that's got to be fixed. Or hey bro, hey sis, I want to hold you accountable in this area. Or hey bro, or hey sis, I want you to heal. Hey bro, hey sis, you're wrong. When you have the ability to not highlight the flaws in the people that you don't like, but address the flaws in the people that you love, then you truly are somebody in God.